What's up YouTube? This is Ultra Right, and today I'm going to make a different video, and I'm going to actually give my thoughts about Mortal Kombat making EVO 2025 lineup. Now, I thought it always would. They have a pro competition coming up, and if they're going to have a pro competition, most of the time they're going to have a spot at EVO. So I figured that it was going to be in there, but this is huge, right? There's been a lot of people giving negative things about the game, negative comments, talking about how they don't like it, which it is what it is. If you don't like the game, you don't like the game, and you're allowed to voice your opinions. I personally enjoy the game. I don't get to play it as much as I want to. I'm busy with my ultra running. I'm trying to average running 10 miles a day. So that doesn't really leave time for video games with the family, wife, and kids. And normally when I am playing video games or have time for video games, I'm hosting our own tournaments. And I'm streaming 3 days a week, those matches. So it leaves very little for me to actually play Mortal Kombat. But Mortal Kombat 1 I do enjoy a lot. And I am super glad that we got into EVO, at least if the leak is correct. I hope that somehow they make it so it's worth for the pro players to come out, and whoever wants to compete, not just the pro players. I just hope they make it worth people's times. I hope there's enough money in there to where people are going to be like, okay, hey, let's travel to all these offline tournaments, because if I win these tournaments, then it gives me more points to the finals. Hopefully EVO is a stop in the pro competition tour, which I'm sure it will be, and hopefully NRS can be like, hey, you know what, we're going to throw some money towards that pot, so whoever wins EVO, gets, $20,000 maybe. Makes it worth their time. Any pop bonus is good. Throw a pop bonus at all these other offline tournaments, just so when pros travel or whoever travels, it's worth their time. Maybe, honestly, I would like to see, and I know this is going to be a controversial topic, in Mortal Kombat X they released a skin and the community could buy the skin, and all that money went to the pro competition, right? So you bought the skin and all the profit off that skin went to the pro competition pot, and it was a community fundraiser to raise money for these tournaments and give these pro players a bigger pot. I wish they would do something like that, because at the end of the day, it's something where if you want to buy that skin, you can, and if you don't want to buy that skin, then you don't have to. If you don't want to support the pro scene, you don't have to, but if you do, then it gives you a way to where you get something in-game and you can support the community. I am talking about this off the top of my head, so if I take a minute to think about certain things, I apologize. Also, I just want to throw in this video, if you have a local scene, make sure you try to go to the local tournaments and stuff like that and support them. Local scenes do help the community grow at the end of the day, because you have a bunch of local scenes and people are growing or people are trying to get better. Some people will be like, hey, I'm going to go to a local. Then they get really good at their local, and they're like, hey, maybe I want to go try one of these bigger tournaments. And then they go there, and you never know how good they're going to perform. Also, don't be afraid to go to tournaments like EVO, Combo Breaker, CEO, and stuff like that. A lot of people think that at these professional tournaments, it's just a bunch of pros, and it's not. I promise you, when you go to pools, there are going to be people that just picked up the game a month before, play it very casually. They go there to have a good time, and they're like, hey, while I'm there, let's play in a tournament. Most people don't go to these professional tournaments or these huge tournaments expecting to win. Most of the people that go to EVO don't go there and say, hey, I'm going to win EVO, right? They go to have a good time and see how far they can go, and sometimes they surprise themselves, right? There have been plenty of people that have made top 8 that came out of nowhere, and it just goes to show you, you have to show up. And if you do show up, you never know what's going to happen, right? I know I went to EVO in 2018, I think, and I had a really good time. So if you can make it out to any of these professional tournaments or these big tournaments, I keep on calling them pro tournaments, but they're not. These bigger tournaments or your locals, always try to do that, right? And I'll always preach locals, because locals are a lot of fun. Also, don't be afraid these pro competition, they're going to have online tournaments. They always have online tournaments where you can gain points. Go and be a part of this, especially if you want to support Mortal Kombat 1 and you enjoy Mortal Kombat 1. Go. The online tournaments are free. You just got to sign up and play. And yes, you might go 0-2, but you never know. You might win a couple. You might get to play against some of these pro players because you're in the same pool as them. And at the end of the day, I guarantee you're going to at least have a good time. On top of that, there's a lot of smaller online tournaments, right? If you be on the lookout, you can find an online tournament going on pretty much every week. That's free, that you can join, and some of them pay out pretty good, especially the bigger ones that have a bigger community, and the community raises the money for it. Obviously, we have seasonal tournaments in our Discord if you're a part of it. The last season, the pot was $325, our biggest pot yet. So it's one of the probably smaller pots, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We have a lot of beginners in there, and it's one way that you can just get used to playing in tournament and the tournament feel. Other than that, I just want to say that I am super excited that this game is going back to EVO. I know I heard the talk saying that, it didn't deserve to be at EVO. It shouldn't be at EVO. It's a failure. When at the end of the day, I think almost every single person can agree that Mortal Kombat 1 could have done stuff better. It could have released in a better state. And there's a lot of people that enjoy it, and there's a lot of people that don't enjoy it. And I'm not here to tell you what game you can enjoy and what game you shouldn't enjoy. I jumped on MKX the other day, and I found a ranked match within 2 minutes, right? I got destroyed. But if you want to play MKX, you want to play MK11, you like those games better, you can. You can go all the way back to Ultimate, Mortal Kombat 3, if you have a Fightcade. So there are other options if you don't like the newest game. Play what you enjoy. At the end of the day, most of us are casuals and are just playing Mortal Kombat to have a good time. And if that's you, don't play Mortal Kombat 1 just because you feel like it's the newest game. There's also many great fighting games out there. I enjoy Dead or Alive, and I enjoy a couple other fighting games. So support your locals. Go to these bigger events if you ever get the chance to, and just have fun with whatever you're playing. Right? If you enjoy the game, take all the negativity away and just you do you. Right? Join the Discord below if you want to join one of our online tournaments, or just have a very friendly Discord to be a part of where you can ask questions. We have some really good players in there that you can learn from. I know this kind of gets sidetracked into tournaments and stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm hyped that we're at EVO. I enjoy Mortal Kombat 1, and I am excited about the future. And y'all have a fantastic day, and thank you very much.